This move could be massive. I could be lying because it's not 100% confirmed yet. But it looks like we could be nearing it. Now, I'm not the type for the news or anything like that, so I'm not going to give you the news side of things. I'm going to give you my opinion side of it. And my opinion side says there's a high chance that Monday Night Raw could be moving to TNT/TBS, Warner Brothers, the whole nine. So a lot of people will make this argument, and they will say, oh, Billy, AEW is on TNT/TBS, and to that I say, yeah, they are. But for how much longer? Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I did. I'm not retracting this statement. I'm not going to do it. The reason why is everybody's going to jump to this and be like, oh, AEW's going to die. AEW's dead. They're not. They're going to be okay. If they lose this TV deal, it's not the end of the world. Does it suck for AEW? Absolutely. But does it kill them? No. Because who says that TNT, Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever you want to call them, can't work with both companies? Why can't they? See, what can happen here, in my eyes, and how I see it, and how I envision this whole thing, and how it pans out, is I see SmackDown on the USA Network, which has already been announced. I see NXT on the CW, which has already been announced. And then I see Monday Night Raw on TNT/TBS, whichever one you prefer. And I see AEW possibly going to the streaming service of Warner Brothers. Reason why? AEW needs to live, and I'm happy that they exist, and you should be too, because that means that more pro wrestlers get more work, and it's good for the business. But to say that they're on the same level as a company like WWE would be false. Do they have a man like Tony Khan's pockets that help contribute to the business? 100% they do. 100%. But that does not mean that a company will succeed. Just because you have money does not mean you will succeed. No, in fact, you need to have the passion, the real passion, not the fan passion, the passion of, I want to go out there, I want to put on the best show possible, I want to forget everything that's going on elsewhere, and I want to put on the best show. And I'm sorry, Tony Khan is a great wrestling fan. I don't believe he has the same passion for the business as Triple H. That's just my take on it. I'm not saying Tony Khan is bad for business, because he's not. I'm so happy to have him there. We've gotten to see some of the greatest dream matches that we've ever wanted to see. But I don't think that we're living in a world right now where Tony Khan is on the same level as Triple H. And now, with CM Punk being in the WWE, that only heightens the talks with Warner Brothers Discovery and WWE. And the reason why it heightens the talks is because beforehand, AEW was able to get another TV slot with their show Collision on Saturdays strictly for CM Punk. That is strictly who it was for. So you best believe that Warner Brothers wants CM Punk on their network. They like the guy. And you know they air basketball and stuff like that, the NBA. A month ago, if you were to ask me, oh, do you think that this could happen? I would have told you no. Now, I'm like, I don't know. And I can say it confidently. There's been a bunch of tweets and rumors that have come out, and I'll go on Twitter and scroll or whatever the case is, and I'll see that talks are heightening, and they're not necessarily saying it's a no. They're just kind of saying, oh, like, you never know, right? Which can only tell me one thing. There is a chance, and under the chance or under the circumstance that this does occur, we're looking at a new foundation of wrestling. AEW, for the first 5 years that it existed, was surrounded by a lot of controversy, but also on top of that, created a space for wrestlers to come and work that wasn't the WWE. So somebody like a Dolph Ziggler, for instance, who's been released by the WWE and is still wrestling on a very high caliber style. He goes there and he goes and gets work, and fans love to see it. Fair. A guy like MJF, who is just riding for that company and making that company look good. He is the focal point of AEW, and AEW needs to make MJF the focal point, which right now I will say they are doing. So if you take that one statement, make sure you hop over here. He is doing that. He is making AEW, he's the focal point. Obviously with the devil stuff and whatnot. So we ask ourselves, where does Monday Night Raw go from here? It's even crazy to think that we're in this position. And you guys are going to ask, what happens to the tape library? And what happens to WWE's tape library? They're still dealing with USA, with SmackDown, so easily the WWE Network could gladly stay on Peacock. They've made a lot of money for Peacock in that streaming service, and NBCU. They've made a lot of money for that company, so it would be wrong of NBCU to go out and be like, oh yeah, we don't want the WWE Network anymore. Yes, they do. They want the network. So the network's not going anywhere. It's going to be fine there. But man, the fact that we are even sitting here having a conversation of Monday Night Raw going over to Turner Broadcasting. If you guys really want to get legit about it, I'll bring it up to the past to Turner Network Television. Is crazy. That is crazy to think about. I'm literally sitting here thinking about how crazy it is. So yeah, there's a chance that WWE will be moving over to TNT. And I want to know your guys' thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think for AEW this isn't a good thing? I personally don't see this as a bad thing at all. Again, I could be crazy. You guys can let me know down in the comments section below. I would love to know. But I genuinely don't think that AEW gets massacred by WWE going over to TNT. I don't. I think WWE is the more prominent product and the more casual viewer product that fits with the casual viewer. AEW, I get it. They've tried and they've tried and they've tried, and they can still live. They still hold value in the wrestling world. They hold a lot of value. Make that clear to yourself. Understand that they make and hold a lot of value. They do. That company is good for the business, and if you want to see it die, you're out of your mind. You're crazy. Absolutely crazy. I do not want to see anything happen to AEW. But, again, let's have this conversation down in the comments section below. If you guys are new here, my name is Billy. For a long time, I talked about music. Now I talk about pro wrestling. If you guys would like, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you found some information. I don't know if it's an informational video, but it's definitely more opinionated. Also, if you want to come join the Discord, come hop over on the Discord. We'll be talking about all things pro wrestling over on the Discord. I'll link it down in the description below because we can move this from the comments. If we want to have disagreements, we could be grown-ups, have disagreements. Just come join the Discord. Even if you're in there for 5-10 minutes, come join it. Let's have a discussion. Not everything needs to be done over the comment section. But if you want to leave your feedback, you want to leave your opinion in the comments section, I will be sure to reply to it. I'm going to reply to all the comments, man. I really, genuinely appreciate you guys. Other than that, I'll be talking to you later. Peace.